Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai Bashim Krakuta. Shalom to the 144,000 rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, if you get confused by the Israelite teachings, that's on you, because you listen to many different groups. And women are not supposed to be teaching Israelites, especially men. They're not supposed to be teachers. Now, if you have older women that teach the younger women things, that's one thing among Israel. But women are not supposed to be in any position of authority. So here you got this woman right there, right here before you. African Exodus, why I don't claim Hebrew Israelite, although I know where the children of Yasher El or Israel. Now she says something. I'm not going to let you hear what she says, because you know how YouTube do. This is another some more confusion. I'll say that. So it says here, this is 8 minutes and 38 seconds in. It says your flesh, very different context. That doesn't necessarily be. Let me do this.
Given whenever you just say you follow Mosaic law. Many Hebrew Israelites, they say, believe that only Hebrews can be saved.
Okay. It says many Hebrew Israelites, they say, believe that only Hebrews can be saved. Well, not Hebrews, because the Edomite is a Hebrew. Only Hebrews can be saved. Only Israelites can be saved among the elect.
Only the descendants of Yasharel can be saved.
Only the descendants of Yashur can be saved.
I don't believe that at all. I think the scripture is
I don't believe that at all. I think the scripture is
very clear. You have the natural branches of Yasharel.
You have the natural branches of Yashur or Israel.
And you have the branches who are going to be grafted.
The branches who are going to be grafted in. So there's Israelite groups, including, I believe, still to this day, even one Westers, they think that Cornelius is an Israelite. Acts 10 and Acts 11. They also believe, and this is based upon what was taught by the seven. The seven didn't have all the answers. When you go to Romans chapter 11, that's a very controversial scripture, because it speaks about the wild olive tree or the wild olive branch being grafted in, and they'll say that's talking about the Gentiles. That's why it says the Apostle Paul, I am the apostle of the Gentiles, therefore I magnify my office. He magnified his office to teach Israelites outside of where the apostles, Peter and them, they were more centralized, Jerusalem and surrounding areas. The Apostle Paul was set up to teach the Israelites that were up in Asia Minor, Corinth, Ephesus, Colossus, Galatia, these different places, that Rome, because you had Israelites out there. Paul went to these other Israelites, and then there were two classifications of Israel. You had the Israelites that knew that they were Israelites, that were raised in other land, born in other lands, and then you had Israelites that were born in other lands that knew that they were Israelites, and Israelites that were born in other lands that came up as heathen. And that goes into the history of the Maccabees and Antiochus Epiphanes. So she doesn't mention the scripture, but I already know what she's talking about. She's referring to Romans chapter 11, which most Israelites get wrong. You have the branches who are going to be grafted in. The branches, the wild olive branch, will be grafted in because they are Israelites.
And by the way, if scripture tells us
grafted in. And by the way, if Scripture
That
tells us,
only, I think it's 30 or only a third of
I think it's 30 or only a third of Israelites
Israelites will actually be saved in the end. Only
will
a
actually
third
be
of the
saved.
children of the Hebrews will be
In the
saved.
end, only
There's going to be
a
a lot
third
of
of the
people
children
who
of
don't
Hebrews will be saved. There's going to be a lot of people
get in
who
just
don't
because they are a descendant of
get in just because they are a descendant.
Yasharah.
No, that means in America. Another thing that a lot of Israelite groups don't understand, that this place Babylon, America's Babylon the Great, and this place is going to be destroyed. So if there's 100 million Israelites in America, 1/3 will be delivered and the rest will be destroyed in that fire. It's not talking about the Israelites scattered around the world, which Israelites will be in the billions. The stars of heaven, the sands of the sea that cannot be measured or numbered. So that 2/3 is talking about 2/3. I mean, 1/3 will make it, be delivered from America, because America as a whole, the continent, the land mass, the U.S., Babylon is going to be utterly destroyed by fire. So the elect of Israel will be delivered, which represents 1/3, starting with the 144,000. The rest of the 2/3, 66.6%, if you're in America, will die. The Israelites that are in South America, Africa, throughout the whole planet, literally throughout the whole planet, they're not going to be delivered because they don't have to be delivered. Then when we come back, the elect come back on the earth, because we're going to be beamed up in ships. That's another thing that Israelite groups can't see. We're going to go and we're going to put the whole planet Earth in order. So that's all I want to say. What's your thoughts? Shalom.